Oh, welcome back, everybody. You are tuned into the Now Morning Show right here on TTT, also on Talk City 91.1 FM, and of course online on Facebook at TTT Live Online. Now we're going to jump across to the sister island, and we're going to be speaking about the International Day of Non-Violence. This morning with me is Onika Mars. She's the founder and president of Women of Substance. Good morning.
Hi, good morning. How are you this morning?
I'm doing quite well, and yourself?
I am awesome.
That's great. That's great news. Now, Women of Substance, I know you are an advocacy group. You're a women's empowerment group as well. You offer a lot in education and empowering women. What do you do for the International Day of Nonviolence?
Well, we have not planned anything. We did not plan anything this year, okay, because we are in the process of planning some conferences for the end of the year. And we are preparing to attend a shelter conference in Taiwan in a few weeks. So the planning is in the process, so we'll be ready for next year, God's willing.
Right. So, well, yeah, things like this, it takes a lot of time to plan and so that the execution would be flawless. So definitely something to look forward to for next year. But you said briefly about
and also, sorry, this month is Domestic Violence Month, so there are a lot of activities taking place.
Well, I would imagine so. And, oftentimes women are victims of domestic violence, and that is always a topic that more awareness needs to be spread, the word needs to be put out there, and of course the conversation must be continued so that we constantly have that message going that this is not something good. But what does the Women of Substance organization do for the month of against domestic violence?
We do a lot of workshops and awareness programs, and we also facilitate presentations and workshops with organizations, schools, because we know that the conversation, as you said, has to be continuous. We believe it must be 365, 24/7, rather than just October when it's Domestic Violence Month.
Yeah,
Awareness Month.
Because the perpetrators of domestic violence, they don't take a break for the rest of the year and only do this in the month of October. So it's something that we should be speaking about all the time. So what would some of these workshops entail?
Well, basically awareness. So we will talk about domestic violence and what are the red flags and stuff like that. And we know people often ask, why doesn't she just leave, right? That is a very popular question, right? So that is something we're going to be talking about also, because it is not just easy for a victim to leave.
Yeah, many times there are so many complex issues that are woven into the home dynamic that makes it very difficult for them to leave. Some of it may be financial, some of it may be children involved as well.
So definitely, and at least it is not the safest time when a victim decides to leave, right? It's the most dangerous time. So your safety plan is something that should be well thought out and put together. So we will be also talking about preparing safety plans.
That is very, very important.
And the importance of doing so.
So just, we have a little more time. Just give us a brief bullet points of, what are the steps someone should take in making a safety plan?
First of all, you should ensure that all your important documents are secured and stored outside of the home, so by a trusted friend or family member. Ensure that the perpetrator doesn't have a clue that you're preparing to leave, right? So in everything, we advise women to use wisdom, right? Try to walk away from fights and stuff like that so that you wouldn't ignite quarrels and, kind of like rile up the perpetrator.
Definitely. And, so much more to be educating on in the workshops that are ahead. I want to thank you so much, Onika Mars, for joining us this morning. She is the founder and president of Women of Substance. You know, a lot happening for the month of against domestic violence. A lot to look forward to. So thank you again for joining us. And Trinidad and Tobago,
welcome.
we are going
Thank
to take
you
a
for
short
having
break.
me.
Thank you so much. We're going to take a short break and we will be back with much more. Stay with us.